This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen, live from outside Main Street in downtown Airdrie. The Edmonton Oilers have just brought home a fourth consecutive series victory over top of the LA Kings as we get set for the second time in 3 years to face the Vegas Golden Knights in round number 3. Oh man, getting ahead of myself. Round number 2. Sorry, the second time in 3 years. When you're doing things live, sometimes things get mixed up top. It's been a long night. The Oilers, well, they made it interesting all game long, seeming to score at every which turn tonight. And well, they get her going as they beat the LA Kings tonight. And well, now also look forward to resting up over the course of the weekend to hopefully take on the Vegas Golden Knights as we get going here into next week. A game in which, like I said, the Oilers made it interesting as they went along. Obviously trailing twice to begin the game and then kind of took over from there. Every time you looked away, the Oilers were scoring a goal, it seemed. Of course, happens at a busy bar like Main Street on a Thursday night. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen somebody backflip off a bar after the Oilers score a goal, but down here in Airdrie, Alberta tonight, we got to see that. So that was a beauty of a sight. Maybe I shouldn't be repeating that, but RIP to that guy. Anyway, as we get along here as well, the Vegas Golden Knights, they won against Minnesota. Marc-Andre Fleury's career officially over. And now, well, what do we look forward to? The Vegas Golden Knights, like I said, second time in 3 years. Didn't end so well for the Edmonton Oilers, but one would argue you've got a much better situation this year going into round 2 with Cal Pickard playing out of his mind here throughout the rest of round 1. Stuart Skinner comes in, and Skinner kind of came in and stunk it up, actually, is a better way to accurately describe it. And then all of a sudden here what you have is Calvin Pickard just come in and absolutely do what he's done all season long, much of last year as well, for the Edmonton Oilers, and taking home victory after victory after victory. So the Oilers, Golden Knights, that's your next matchup here. You hear the tunes bumping in the parking lot as everybody floods on out. But yeah, looking forward to what's going to be a magical matchup here against the Vegas Golden Knights. And I'll tell you, the Oilers find a way to beat the Knights. I think it's game on for the Stanley Cup at that point. So we'll see what happens here. The Oilers, of course, have been my Stanley Cup pick all year long. Well, now one step closer here with a victory over top of the LA Kings. Friends, it's a good night to be an Oilers fan. It's a good night to be in southern Alberta with a bunch of other unruly Oilers fans. Like I'm saying, if you're just tuning in, again, the live action at Main Street down here in Airdrie tonight, a guy backflipped off the bar after the Oilers scored the empty net goal. So that was a pretty legit moment to witness live. I don't think I've ever seen that. And for the Oilers as well, to see them seal it on an empty netter, which you know how heavily they struggled, especially after giving up the 5-4 goal to get that job done. Huge for the Edmonton Oilers here tonight. I can't hold my phone any longer. It's been a long night. I need to get home. We got ball tomorrow as we get the Pirates in the icebreaker, getting things going for the year 2025 up there in Crossfield. Friends, thanks for being aboard. I am up on out of here.